Hey, welcome back for another episode of Candy Coated Shenanigans, Sour Patch Kid Edition, the only way I know and want to be. Okay? I'm playing with how I do that intro because I like being a Sour Patch Kid, okay? And I love that beat. Sorry. Okay, so I am not going to be before you long. I need to, what is this? Oh, it's a piece of string. I need to get going to work today. Happy Friday. I don't usually do videos on Friday, but I felt like sharing. So who better to share with than my channel? So I'm sharing. I get on here and I talk about a lot of different stuff. I talk about self-care. I talk about your money management. I talk about dating chronicles. I have not done dating chronicles in a little while. Ugh. We'll get back to that next week. And I also talk about like transparent moments with friends, all that stuff. But something that I thought was important to really speak on that I do often enough is fasting. And I don't mean fasting to lose weight. I ain't gonna hold you though. Like when I fast for the Lord and I lose weight, it's killing two birds with one stone. And yeah, that's not the fasting that I'm really getting into though. But there are multiple ways you can fast, whether that is from eating certain types of foods, from doing certain activities, from certain music, watching television, social media, whatever, right? And the list goes on and on and on. And if I know people always say, like, if you pray about it, God will tell you. And that's a hard one, right? Because I've been in places where I'm like, so what are you going to do? Drop a book in my lap? Like, how am I going to know it's really him and it's not a me thing? But what I will tell you is you will be convicted in certain areas of your life at certain times, and you will know this is something that I need to dig deeper in, and usually those are the perfect moments to fast. And you may be saying to yourself, what am I fasting from? How do I know? I would say this, a lot of times you know the thing that has a strong hold on you. You know the thing that you pour the most time, energy, and effort in. I've never fasted from people, but that might be something too. I'll let y'all know if I ever do that in life. But I know for me, over the last, I would say probably 3 to 4 months, one of my big fast areas have been social media. I have not been on TikTok since like March, and it's now August. I'm very proud of myself because I go down like a damn rabbit hole, and I would be on there for 3, 4, 5 hours in a day during the pandemic, not during a regular day. But when you add those together week by week, it was a waste of time. And it's cool, right? The content is cool. My friends still send me stuff. They might record a video so I can see it real quick, but it's real on and off. I just actually got back on Facebook and Instagram in an environment where I actually post stuff. And I ain't gonna hold you. I could do without it. Personally, I probably will go back to doing without it, just spending my time in more useful ways. No shade, judgment, whatever. But if you really start looking at that thing, at least on iPhones, they tell you how much phone time you've had. They tell you how long you've been on social media sites. That starts adding up, and I have some things that I want to do that ain't helping me do it. So, you might need to fast from social media, whatever it is. But the reason why I brought y'all here today, and I'm doing this really quick video that's now 4 minutes and something, is because I did a word fast, and I have the book. I'll show you all the book in a minute. It's called the 40-Day Word Fast, and it wasn't something to stop swearing, even though it has tremendously assisted me with the words I use, including swear words. I still swear here and there, but it's not an everyday part of my life. I actually enjoy it. It opens my eyes to how other people sound when they swear all the time. So I am grateful for it. But I'm bringing y'all here because I'm doing it again. Okay? The 40-day word fast. I don't know how this is going to look to you because it looked backwards to me, right? But hopefully it looks correct to y'all. If not, I'm going to figure out how to like cut it and edit it and put it in properly. And it says, spiritual journey to eliminate toxic words from your life. And clearly, I know my relationship with God is nice. It's solid. It's going to get better each day because I be working at it. But, I believe in God. I go to church every Sunday. But I don't want, when you hear like a spiritual journey, I don't want you to be thrown off to feel like this book is just religion, because it's really not. This book is for any and everybody, no matter what your spiritual background really is, where you are in your spiritual walk. This book can be helpful. And in the area of word fast, it's not a swear word fast, right? At all. He does not talk about swearing at all in this book. So it was really powerful for me when I did it the first time. And when I walked away, I was not swearing. And not only was I not swearing, that occurred within like the first week and a half of just me being mindful of and conscious of the words I was saying and how they impact people, right? Because the F word might sound okay to me because I use it all the time. It sounds vulgar when you don't use it. Because let me tell you, being a good 60 days out and hearing people drop the F-bomb as I'm walking by, I'd be like, whoa, like, dang, what's wrong? What happened? But I used to be one of those people, right? I didn't care where I was. I was going to say what I want to say when I want to say it. I'm a little bit more mindful. I still say what I want to say when I want to say it, just with not as much profanity involved. But what this book really hones in on, there's a part 1 and a part 2. Definitely do the part 1 first, and then you go into the actual 40-day fast. And it hits you on the topics of like, and I'm just looking down at the book because it makes it easier for me. It hits you on the topics of like judgment, gossip, and secrets, being reckless. Are you wise with your words? Are you foolish with your words? Can you restrain your speech? I'm gonna pause this. Hold on. All right, sorry, I had to pause because I know there's a page in this book that literally lays out all the things that you're going to get from this. And those things were judgment, criticism, sarcasm, negativity, complaining, and gossip. And what was so powerful in this book for me when I read it the first time is you don't realize you do these things all day, all the time. And if you don't, congratulations. But I'm going to tell you, probably a good 80% of people do it all the time. And it's like a subconscious thing. You don't even realize you're doing it. I will give you a personal, because y'all know I'm transparent. I will give y'all a personal example of gossip and someone not realizing it was gossip. And it took me a little bit, but I called them politely out on it. And it definitely changed the narrative for how they share information with me. So I had a situation where somebody came back. I'm gonna leave it at somebody. Somebody came back and shared some information with me. And it was information that was told to them, right? So now I'm getting it secondhand, which, okay. And the reason why they shared it with me is because it was family related. It dealt with my family. And I was like, okay. And then days go by and the person comes back and they tell me what they said the first time wasn't actually what was going to happen. This was going to happen. And it was a blow to me, right? Because it was a sensitive area pertaining to family. It was a hard area for me to already deal with. And now I'm dealing with the after effect because you have told me something. And now you have came back and you've told me something different, which puts me in another emotional whirlwind all over again. And when I finally had a moment to talk with this person, I let them know, like, you came back and you told me some gossip. And your gossip that you shared was incorrect information. And yes, you came back to correct that information, but you had already created this issue, right? You already brought up something that you probably didn't even know you were doing, but you did. And when you corrected that and you left, I had to then deal with my emotions and my feelings and feeling things all over again for some other stuff that happened within my family. And don't do that no more. Unless it is factual information that is somehow going to better me or the person it is coming from, do not share that information with me. Do not. You are creating expectations for things that are hurtful areas for me. And then I have to clean that up when I find out that's not how it's going to happen. And they weren't doing it maliciously, right? I know this person through and through. It was not a malicious act. But it was gossip. It was gossip. Like, really break it down. You heard something from somebody else. You brought it back to me. Blah, blah, blah. You had to come back and correct it. And it was something that was hurtful to me either way, right? Either way, it was about my family. It was hurtful. I had to sit up here and deal with it. And though you weren't malicious in it, it's gossip. Sorry, my cats are running through the house this morning. But be mindful, right? Like, that's what this book really does. It makes you mindful. Now, you are probably saying, well, Ruby, if you got all of this from the book, right? You don't really swear anymore. You've worked on some of the areas. You are able to express yourself better and communicate better with people. Why are you doing the book again? Now, I'm going to tell y'all why I'm doing this book again. I am doing this book again because I still need help, right? Like, you know, like, God will give us a test and then you will see that test again and you'll be like, why am I still stuck in this test? Because you still need help. And I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, it was a powerful 40 days. It probably was an additional powerful 10, 15 days after that. And then I could feel myself falling back into some habits, right? I ain't gonna hold you. I am someone, I'm quick to anger, right? Not like kill you anger. Clearly, I'm not cussing people out right now, anger, but it is something that happens like that for me. And once I'm there, I almost feel like I kind of get stuck there. So then I'm in a place of judgment and criticism, right? And I know I'm doing it because when I do it, my next statement is, Lord, I'm gonna need you to help me, but I've already done it. I'm gonna need him to help me before I do it. And based on the fact that I know that that judgment and criticism are very high for me when I hit those places, especially in work environments, I just feel like, what's wrong with doing it again? What's wrong with attempting to get it right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm doing it again. Again, it is the 40-day word fast. If you have not done any type of fasting, this one is not a horrible one, right? I still eat what I want to eat. That's a whole different fast. That's a whole different journey. We're not going to deal with that right now. I still listen to what I want to listen to. It's just something that, you know, requires a different level of restraint. And I'm challenging y'all, as I challenge myself to do this again, I'm challenging y'all to try it once. Try it once and see how easily your eyes will be open, if you're willing to do the work, how easily your eyes will be open to what you do subconsciously, how you can do it better, and really treating other people and doing unto other people how you want people to do you, right? And I'm finishing with this because this was supposed to be a short video and it ain't short. I remember going to this conference, and at the conference we taught we had like a guest speaker, and it was about behavior and intent, right? And I was listening, and it was a really interesting speaker. And I want to leave you with this. When I said do unto other people as you want done unto yourself, the example they gave is you're in a car. I'm driving and you driving, and we are on the highway, and all of a sudden you cut me off, right? And instantly I'm cussing you out. Now I already told y'all, like, my anger is hot, right? So imagine what road rage looked like for me, okay? You cut me off, and instantly I'm cussing you out. You don't know how to drive, bleep, 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 bleep. I don't even got words for you because I'm not trying to do all of that, but you get the gist. Now, let's rewind. We're both in the car and we're driving. You're next to me. We're on the highway and I cut you off. And you know what's happening in my car? Oh my goodness. I so did not mean to cut you off. My bad. I hope you are right? Now, when you did it to me, I cussed you out. When I did it to you, I'm like, ooh, that was not what I intended to do, right? I judged you based on your behavior and action that happened. But my expectation of you is to judge me based on my intention, which was not to cut you off. So start being mindful as you go through your day, what people's intention was. We know what their behaviors are because we see them. And I'm not saying everybody's intentions is good either. I ain't gonna hold you, because some of these people out here is raggedy, okay, with raggedy intentions. But don't be so quick to jump and react based off of their behavior. Take a moment, breathe it through, think about what your intent may have been, like how it could just be misconstrued, and then bring yourself back down. That will help you in so many areas of these things that I mentioned in reference to judgment, criticism, gossip, sarcasm, negativity, and complaining. If we all just take a moment. So I hope you will join me in this journey. I will make sure I put a picture of this book at the end of the video. I'm going to start, today's Friday. I'm going to start on Monday. And it's not to say I can't start today. That just give y'all a couple days to get the book. You can get it off Amazon. Or you can read it off your Kindle, because I have it both ways. But I'm going to start on Monday. I will do a reminder on Monday on my social media that I am starting this. I hope you will join me. Grow, learn, be a better you. Advance yourself, advance the kingdom. You know, just add to society. Damn. Okay. I'm out of here. Have a lovely day.